Guys, and welcome to episode 10 of the West Ham United FIFA 23 career mode. I'm amazed we've made it to 10 episodes. I'm amazed we made it to like 3 episodes, let alone 10, and we're almost done with a series, or a season even. Starting this episode off, we will be playing Slavia Praha in our first leg of the semi-finals of the Europa League. I just want to quickly show you, because I didn't realise this when I ended the last episode, but the Premier League is shaping up to be a enthralling end. As you can see, we're on 75 points. Spurs are on 72 points. We go up one more. Manchester City are on 75 points. They drop points to Leicester and Liverpool. But more importantly than that, Liverpool are only on 78 points. They also drop points to Manchester City and to Leicester. It's quite remarkable. But it does mean that we are in a title fight in the final 5 games of the season. So maybe our loss in the semi-finals of the FA Cup might just be something that we can improve upon with a Premier League title. That'd be unthinkable to do in the first season. And realistically, anyone from first to fourth could win the Premier League in this series. So we're going to see how that pans out. We do have Manchester City, Liverpool and Spurs in the final few games of this season. But we're going to find out first if we can get through the first leg of this semi-final tie against Slavia Praha. It's not going to be an easy one. I'm not feeling confident after our loss against Crystal Palace. We were due a loss, to be completely honest with you. But it's obviously not nice to have lost in the way we did. But we are also... But, yeah, we're also just going to see how we can go. I feel confident. I think we can win. And we'll see how we can go. Hopefully. Hopefully, we've been in this situation before, West Ham, losing the semi-finals. We don't want it to happen again, and we'll see how it goes in this one. So we'll see how it goes.
Jared Bowen plays with Maxwell Cornet out wide, and the striker of choice today is Danny.
Oh, and it's a great ball from Kreds to find Danny Ings. That's a brilliant stop from the Slavia goalkeeper.
That's all why it won't be this man, Stuart. What do you anticipate?
On Benrahma's been slipped through by Danny Ings. Benrahma, that's another brilliant save from the Slavia goalkeeper.
Well, they're on the scent of something positive.
Oh, chance. That's a brilliant stop by our goalkeeper this time, Thomas Vaklik, with a great save.
The infringement, a caution.
Yeah, no surprise there. That was always going to be a booking.
Benrahma. Oh, it's a brilliant goal. Super side Benrahma's been absolutely brilliant in the last few episodes. And that proves once again why he's playing in these competitions. That's a superb finish to make it 1-0. Deservedly so, I think. We've had the better chances throughout this first opening stage of the game. It comes from a free kick given away, and it's a brilliant touch to take it past, and it's an even better finish to find the roof of the net. Great layoff from Danny Ings as well, and it's just an all-round nice goal to have scored. And it's a beautiful goal to send us on our way in this semi-final first leg. And Ings, that's a brilliant turn from Danny Ings. And in this position, there's only one outcome. Danny Ings in front of goal, and it's Danny Ings to make it 2-0. There is only ever one outcome when Danny Ings is through on goal, and it is the back of the net being hit. That is superb. I think that's now his 14th goal in Europe this season, which is fantastic. He has just exploded into life in the second half of the season. It's genuinely been remarkable watching him find the back of the net in almost every game that he's made an appearance in. He is catching Scamacca for goals this season, and it's rapid. You know, we'll look back, check back for Danny Ings. He could have a go, and he does have a go, and it's a great stop again. And this isn't what you want to see at the end of the half. Creswell's been down for quite a while. He'd ventured forward and he'd taken a shot and he'd injured himself whilst doing a rebounded shot that had fallen his way. Injured himself whilst taking that shot, so it's going to be a really difficult substitution to make here, because who do you bring on in this situation? Harrison Ashby could be the option here. I'm going to put him on the right hand side because Kufal's been he's been good on that side, but Harrison Ashby making his first appearance in this series, and yeah, as you can see there, as he's gone to volley it, I don't know how he's managed it, to be completely honest. He's just gone down and injured himself. Harrison Ashby on. I think that's going to be the end of the half anyway. Yeah, there you go. So end of the
So
first
the
half,
whistle then.
2-0
We're at the
up in the
halfway
semi-final
stage
first
in
leg.
this match.
We are, I wouldn't say cruising, we've been the massively the better team
And we're
here.
focusing on him
And
for a reason,
with players
Stuart.
like Danny
He's
Ings and the
asking
form he's
plenty of
in,
questions of the...
we're always going to be a little bit lively in this game. It will be interesting to see who we play between Fiorentina and Nice. Obviously, I don't know who I'd even hope for at this point. But, yeah, better team by a country mile. We deserve to be winning. And I think we could pretty much seal our place in the semi-final, in the final, in the second half. So hopefully we can just do that. But yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Jared Bowen.
Oh, and that's a lovely ball to find Jared Bowen,
He's in behind.
who could get a third for us here, and he does. Super finish, super ball. Jared Bowen getting his name on the score sheet early on in the second half here. Brilliant play for us all again. And we're running away with it again. They might not even have to play the second leg, as we've just been that much better than Slavia here. In it is the Czech Republic, isn't it? I don't want to say, oh, it's the Czech Republic and look like a mug. Yeah, running away with it. Jared Bowen making it 3-0. Super.
Well, the stoppage time situation, 1 minute here.
Oh, and
a perfect ball
Paqueta
now. How about this?
played through.
He's in with a
This to
chance.
really seal it. And it is. It's a clinical finish from Lucas Paqueta. 4-0 on the night of the first leg. I think that means we won't need to play the second leg. But that is a beautiful little chip pass from Danny Ings. We've become very good at Route 1 football as well, where we can just lob it over the fence at perfect timing. It's a huge, I say huge every time, it's a brilliant finish. It's a huge moment of the season, because that has pretty much secured our place in a European final. That is a beautiful goal from everyone concerned. Brilliant game. Brilliant. Does end the first leg 4-0. We have finally kept a clean sheet whilst playing the game. Thank God. Yeah, unbelievable performance. They just weren't in the races at all. Every man was brilliant. Obviously, I'm hopeful that Creswell's not injured too badly, because I'd love him to play the final. But Danny Ings with another brilliant performance in Europe. A goal and 3 assists. Not his best in terms of in front of goal, but he didn't really have the chances. That is massive. And Fiorentina drew with Nice. I think we could have a real chance here of ending the season on a high. Yeah, we'll see what we can do in the City game now, because that's going to be the real test of this episode. Into a must-win game here. We did obviously get battered 6-2 at the Etihad, so we're obviously hoping to not lose by quite as much. We're hoping for a win. If we win, it's not only massive because we jump Spurs, who have played before us, but we would jump Manchester City into second place. And potentially, if Liverpool lose, we'd be level on points with them. And we'd have a big chance if we were able to beat Liverpool again in this season. But it's going to be a huge ask, and we'll just see what we can do in this one. I'm obviously expecting a loss, but who knows at this point. We will see what we can do. Skamaka, early chance, early save from Ederson.
Can he play it in? And Bernardo Silva has it.
Oh no, it's a goal. I thought we'd just about dealt with that, but not quite enough. There's that Riyad Mahrez that's tapped home at the far post to give him a lead. It's well worked from Man City. Can't deny that. It's obviously not the start we wanted. We've had such good opportunities as well. There was a chance early on. If we could have got Skamaka in, that would have been 1-0. This is just fantastically well worked. I thought Emerson had just about dealt with it, but it just rolls through his feet for some reason. And it just ends up... Oh, the touch just puts it straight at Mahrez's feet, and it's 1-0 to Manchester.
Silva. Holland. Foden. On to De Bruyne.
Haaland strikes it. It's a good stop from Areola. Bloody got it out.
Jared
Bowen.
West Ham could get in behind the defence. This could level it.
Paqueta. Oh my God, yes. Yes. 1-0, let's go. What a goal. What a move. And like I said, ages ago. We're just so good at transitioning from defending corners to attacking the other end. It's such a brilliant way of us to counter-attack. The ball to find Paqueta is so good, and then just the finish is just perfect. It's exactly what we needed. We are still right in this. I think we've been arguably the better team, to be completely honest, but we will carry on and we will see what we can do. Oh, there's Haaland. That's another brilliant save from Areola.
Played over.
Oh, it's a fucking corker of a header. Is that Nathan Ake? Fuck, Jesus, what a header from Ake. You can have no complaints about that. It's a brilliant ball into the penalty area, and it's just a superb header from the Dutchman.
Well, here's the replay. It's certainly a well-delivered
Just looking
ball
back
into
at
the
it,
area,
there's
and it
nothing
ends up with a
more
fairly simple
you can
finish.
do. Zaniolo
Certainly
just
not much the
doesn't
goalkeeper
win
can
the
do
ball,
about that.
and it's just too good. Doesn't help that Agard's been fouled and he's been put on the deck. Nah, I'm joking, obviously, but what a header. And we'll have to go again.
Well, having fallen behind, let's see what West Ham do on the response front. Well, I understand the situation has changed in the Newcastle game. Alex Scott, who has
Well, this is Paqueta again. Oh, it's an instant response. And Lucas Paqueta's got his second of the game. Lucas Paqueta is dragging us, kicking and screaming in this match. That is absolutely brilliant. That is how you respond.
Well, I have to say, this
If
is a
anything,
really
this game
good
is
goal.
this
Just
game has
watch
given
his
a
technique
massive
here.
helping hand
He
to
just hits
Liverpool
through the
currently,
back of the ball with such
because
power.
we're just
There's
trading
no
goal for
stopping
goal at the minute. It's a superb finish from Lucas Paqueta. Oh, Scamacca.
opportunity it is.
Scamacca. Yes! Gilo Anchor Scamacca on the brink of half-time has made it 3-2. That is guts and glory from one end up to the other, from almost conceding to getting our third goal. Oh my god, we are... I don't want to speak too soon, but we are playing brilliantly here. I think we have to. This is a must-win if we want to make what seemed like an impossible dream, not even a few episodes ago, into a reality. We have to win this. We'll do for a first half. It's exactly the kind of first half we need. Just remember, we've got battered 6-2 at the Etihad, and I mean, I'm not making parallels, but we've been so much better in this game than we were then. What we need is Bournemouth to pull out an absolute corker of a result for us. I don't think it's going to happen, but we definitely need them to do it. Scamacca, by the way, 29 Premier League goals he's got. He is on course to break the Premier League goal scoring record. Look at that, we've just been the better team. Created so much more. They've got 2 goals off of 0.4 XG, which I know doesn't mean a lot because they put the ball in the back of the net twice, but we've been up there, and I think we've been the better team, and hopefully we can continue to do that in the second half. We'll just have to keep going to see how it goes.
And a goal to tell you about at St.
Oh, and they've let Zaniolo through. Zaniolo, it's 4. Nicolo Zaniolo left with acres of space, and he is a predatory finisher. They should know from the goals he scored this season that he is an all-rounder in terms of his finishing ability. And to give him that much time and space with a player with that much pace and that much ability is just senseless. And Man City are causing all their own issues against us here. It's not easy to do when it's De Bruyne delivering balls into the penalty area, but we have to stop them, and they've done it again. Ruben Diaz this time have not been able to defend the set pieces that they've delivered into the penalty area. That is just again, it's another brilliant header. It's so difficult to stop a De Bruyne cross, and that's a mismatch at the front post there. And Emerson really could be doing a lot more to stop that going in. When it's Jared Bowen trying to out-jump Ruben Diaz, there's only going to be one real winner there. Frustrating though, but we're still ahead. Just got to keep going.
Here on EA TV live, the Champions League semi-final second leg. It's Manchester
No
City.
ways, Haaland managed that. That's a cracking stop yet again from Areola. How did Haaland get past? Zaniolo.
danger is still there.
And Skamaka, oh my god, it's a brilliant save from Edison to stop it. Maybe a chance for us on the set piece here.
Who can they pick out?
Oh, and it is, it's hit the post.
Still alive.
Yeah, not now.
Foden. On to Grealish.
And Grealish, that's a superb stop from Areola. I don't care about the...
But the keeper more than equal to it.
And the keeper's up, Edison is up. If we can break here, we've got a huge chance to steal the 3 points.
Well, he wasn't messing around with the clearance.
If Benrahma can get past him here, which he has. Benrahma. Yes! Seals it. Side Benrahma. Left up from the front. This is why you don't bring your keepers up to corners that late. That's too early to bring your keeper up. You do that at the very last minute. Benrahma, I thought he'd missed. I thought Edison might have saved it, but Benrahma might just have sealed the most important 3 points in this series, in this entire career mode. Might be the most important 3 points. We're on for a famous victory against Manchester City, an 8-goal thriller, and it is Said Benrahma, who's been in such good form recently, who has just sealed the win. Absolutely astonishing.
Foden. Might be
There's a chance here for Gundogan, and it is a goal back. Right at the very death, Manchester City have got another one. 5-4. I think that is the very last kick of the game, though. That Benrahma goal is so much more important now than we could have ever realised. Just carved me open there, but Jesus Christ. This has been one of the most intense games of FIFA I think I've ever played in my entire life. Playing Man City is never easy, but to come away with 3 points is always better. I hope we could do that. We have a massive, massive 3 points here at the London Stadium. We have beaten Manchester City 5-4 in probably one of the Premier League's most entertaining games ever. It had everything. Set piece goals, counter attacks, late drama. It's just been a different game. Every corner Man City got, I was panicking that they were going to score. I think we edged it. I do genuinely think we edged it. They had a lot more of the ball. Man City always do. But the importance that matters is that we've scored 5 and they've only scored 4. That is unbelievable. What a 3 points. We need to see how this is going to affect the rest of the Premier League. But I think as far as we're concerned, that's put us second in the Premier League standings. And we will double check that right now. Because I don't know where we are. And I don't know what's happening now. We are second. We are 3 points behind. I think Bournemouth might have lost that game to Liverpool, which is obviously going to be upsetting. I think we'll just double check here. After that outrageously fucking high scoring game. Yeah, they beat Liverpool. They beat Bournemouth 2-0. Which means that game against Liverpool at London Stadium is going to be even more important towards the back end of the season. But yeah, on to the next game, I suppose. This is a massively important game, and I probably shouldn't simulate it. But I feel like after the 4-0 thumping we gave to Slavia Praha away, I feel like we've earned the simulate here. I feel like we should come away with a ticket to the final, but if not, it's all on me, and I fully accept that. We won 2-1. Danny Ings and Benrahma getting goals, as you'd expect. Never really looked out of sight, and that is us into a Europa Conference League final. A little bit of European final going on here in the West Ham career mode. The first final we've made, and we will be playing Nice. We beat Fiorentina. I think that might have been the best draw we could have hoped for. They've got a good side, Nice. I'm not doubting that. Obviously, we do have Terem Moffi, who we signed from Nice. But we're going to have to see what we can do against them. And I believe that we might just have enough to uphand them. 4 games left in the Premier League, though. Could be the most important 4 games in our season. Every game now is a must-win. And I don't even know at this point. Wolves is going to be a huge opportunity for us to get 3 points. But we will have to see. I'm going to sort the team out and then we'll get into that one. Alright, well the team is set. And it's going to be another sim game. If Wolves pull up any trees against us, that's pretty much it over for the title. We have to win this, so we have to hope the game's on our side. And it is Ward-Prowse with the winner. That is huge. We can march on to the final 3 games of the Premier League with our heads held high. We are level on points with Liverpool, meaning that game against Liverpool is going to be the most important game of the season in terms of a title fight. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but we're actually odds on to win the Premier League in the first season. Obviously, there's going to be no easy games. We've got to beat Man United, who we've beaten before, and it's just a case of whether we can do it again. A huge opportunity for the players here. They're a little bit tired. I think they might have played some sort of... I can't remember. I don't know what they've been playing recently, but they're a little bit tired, the Man United team. We obviously had to play Johnson. We had a bit of tired legs from Emerson. Fortunately for us, that's worked out in our favour now. So we're going to go here to Old Trafford, and who knows, maybe by the end of this we could be the leaders of the Premier League into the final 2 match days. I never thought I'd be saying that. In a million years would I thought we'd be this close this early. Scamacca can reach 30 goals tonight if he gets his way. Obviously we're going to have to see what we can do. And that is a big tifo of David De Gea. Old Trafford doesn't get any bigger than this. The theatre of dreams. And maybe our dreams end here, but we hope not. We will dream all the way to the end. On Scamacca, in already. And Scamacca's made it 1-0. We are the feel-good factor of the Premier League at the minute. That is goal number 30 in the Premier League for Gianluca Scamacca. And what a season he's had, and what a way to continue on his good run of form by opening the score in early doors here against Manchester United. And what could be another crucial game last season. A loss would be devastating. A win would mean euphoria. And that is the perfect way to start. And here we go, Scamacca's getting past Harry Maguire every day of the week there. Gianluca Scamacca. Oh, it's a poor finish from the attack. That's a brilliant stop by Vaklik. Absolutely superb stop. On Rice. Finds himself going forward. Rice will find Scamacca, and that is a superb header from Gianluca Scamacca to make it 2-0. What an unbelievable ball from Declan Rice, and what an unbelievable header from Gianluca Scamacca. You couldn't write this. We are winning 2-0 at the Theatre of Dreams here. And it is, I don't want to say deserved, because they've had a couple of good chances, but we've also been very good going forward. And that is arguably one of his more impressive goals. The way he's managed to just guide the header in. It's a free header, in all fairness, but De Gea is rooted. There is no chance he's winning or saving any of that. And Martinez, even if it was next to him, probably wasn't going to win it off time. That is a brilliant half of football from our point of view. Towards the top of the Premier League, this is the biggest game around the grounds, and Wolves are holding Liverpool, and City are beating Spurs. This is getting very tasty. It's all very dependent on that result at Molineux, and obviously what happens in the second half here. But my word, are we impressive at the minute? We're very much an untouchable force at the minute. Scamacca, when he's in red hot form, is never missing. I know he missed that chance early in the half, but I think that's a one-off really. It's a lot of the time it's one-offs when Scamacca's misses are, because he batters teams. He just smacks in the goals. 31 is an impressive number in its own. But to do it here, and to make it so that we might go top of the Premier League after this game, is unreal and unthinkable from this point on in the series.
Peak performance this half.
And Scamacca, that's a brilliant turn, and that is the record equaling goal. It is a superb hat-trick from Gianluca Scamacca. Those balls over the top always work for us, and they have, when you've got a 6'4", 6'5" striker to hold it up for you, and you're playing against 5'10" centre halves, he's always taking the ball there. But the fact he's turned on it and finished it like that, that is goal number 32 and equals the goal scoring record in the Premier League. And that is just outrageous to do. To start the second half like that is unreal. And that's a brilliant...
Can he finish?
Paqueta, it is 4. We are absolutely running away with this one. And I think you've got to say, we look like champions at the minute. The way we turn up to big teams like Manchester United and even City, to an extent, where we weren't really very good, but we just grind results. The second half of the season has been remarkable given how we started this season. Losing games, getting battered at Fulham, losing games to Leicester, Fulham, teams like that, and teams around us, and getting battered in games against Man City, and even to an extent, like teams like Arsenal. It's a huge, remarkable method. Oh, it's a real chance. It's been gifted towards him, man. And Thomas Vaklik, who shouldn't even been in the team, has just made another worldy stop.
Away by Manchester United. And it's played into the centre. Can he take this chance?
Paqueta, oh my god, he's got to score. That's got to be 5-0. And Cornet scores. Is it offside? No, I don't think it is. Maxwell Cornet has just thumped in the 5th. That is a superb finish. I thought he was offside for a minute, for a good minute there. I thought he was offside, but apparently not. That is a worldie of a cross from Ben Rama, by the way. I could have sworn he was offside. But Maxwell Cornet, ever the opportunist, has absolutely thumped in that volley. That is another absolute worldie to pick out in the collection. Not because of how far out it is, but because of just the technique on it and the audacity to fire it that hard from there. And Danny Ings, oh, smacked the post. Brilliant strike from Danny Ings. And that is not only a massive victory at Old Trafford, but it's another clean sheet. This is just unprecedented. I didn't realise until very late that Thomas Vaklik was the starting goalkeeper here, but he proved me wrong. He pulled out some fantastic saves. And we have come away from Old Trafford with a 5-0 win. There is no need for late drama that we'd had hidden at the London Stadium, because we just outplayed them. I don't know how we've become so very good so very quickly, but to outplay Man United at Old Trafford is a difficult thing to do. And yeah, I'm not surprised Rice got man of the match. He was breaking down every bit of play. And let's have a chat about Gianluca Scamacca. 32 Premier League goals, levels the Premier League goal scoring record. And the next Premier League game he's got is against Liverpool. What a story it could be to write a chapter. Liverpool 1-4-1. So I think we're still behind them in the Premier League table. I don't actually know though. And we'll check. Yeah, just about. Goal difference is the only thing that separates us at the minute. But the next game in the Premier League is a title decider, really. Even if we lose, we're still 3 points behind. And we could still theoretically win it, but the results would have to go massively in our favour. We obviously, the worst case scenario would be a draw, but we want to win. We could still slip as far as 3rd. Yeah. Technically we could still slip to 4th, but I don't think that's going to happen. We are guaranteed Champions League football, no matter what happens in these last 2 games of the season. But, my word, have we absolutely pummeled teams in this second half of the season. I don't know what it is, and trust me, believe me, there is no sliders being used. Everything like that is still on 50-50. There's nothing more I can do. I think it's just the fact that we found a system that works, and it's that lobbing it over the top at the very last possible second. Scamacca gets onto it, or Ings gets onto it. Even Paqueta gets onto it, and we're laughing. But yeah, this is again, it's a huge game. Not only because we could still finish 3rd, but if we draw, it still invites Manchester City in on the final day of the season to win the Premier League. It's going to go right down to the very wire, I think. And it's it's definitely going down to the final day, isn't it? But I don't know what to do at this point. We've got 2 games left in the Premier League and 1 game left in the Cup final. I wish they put the cup final like here, so we had a bit of rest between the Spurs game, because that could be absolutely huge. If we don't win at Spurs, it could be detrimental. And of course it would be Tottenham that we'd have to play in the final today. But have a look at these recent results. The last league game we lost was in February against Arsenal, where we got battered 5-0. But we've not lost since then. We've just won every game. We've been so good. It's been unbelievable. And I can't even remember where we were dropping points against Leicester and obviously Forest we dropped points against. And even Southampton, we've not been the greatest side in the world in this save. We've dropped points and we could have made things easier for ourselves, but this is where we are at the minute, and I think we've massively deserved to be where we are. A quick look at the top scorer stats though, and it's very close between Scamacca and Ings. I think Scamacca might just take it. I think Ings has earned his spot as the top scorer. He's earned his spot as the starting striker in the cup final though. And even look at this, Paqueta with 52 goal involves, 26 goals and 26 assists. He's up there as our top scorer as well. He could hit 30 goals this season if he plays his card rights in the final 3 games. We've scored goals from all over the place really, and it's been fantastic to see. But yeah, it's just unbelievable stuff really. And I'm going to end the episode here before I ramble on too much, but this next episode is going to be possibly one of the biggest games you will ever see. So if you have liked this episode, please like and subscribe so you never miss a video of mine again. And I will see you in the next one. Peace out.